What's going on, you guys? It's Cornspit3 here, and welcome to the Stanley parable. So it's kind of hard to explain what this game is, so you guys are just gonna have to stay and watch. It's kind of like Until Dawn, except it's not like quick time events or teenagers getting it on or Wendigos. But it's just a weird game on Steam, and it's by the guy who made the beginner guide, or the beginner's guide, which is really cool. And I will play that too in the future. But this one had a deal, it was 80% off, so it only cost me $3. So I felt the need to buy it because I thought that it looks fun. And I played it.
This is the story
and
of
it
a
didn't
man
really
named Stanley.
work out because my recording stopped.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Interesting.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on the keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is
that
what
would be a terrible
employee
job for me.
427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job.
Yeah, I played it once, and I'm gonna play it a different way. I'm gonna play it as cooperative as
then
possible.
One day, something very peculiar happened.
Huh.
Something that would forever change Stanley.
Fascinating.
Something he would never quite forget.
Okay.
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Alright, cool, I can move now.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
It could mean that
Stanley
they had Tom's birthday without him.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah, I mean, it's Tom's birthday, and it's Sally's retirement, so... Sorry about that, everybody. Two of my family members left because, it's all Thanksgiving.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alright, so in my last playing of this, I went through the right door, and I just kept messing with the guy. I'm gonna see what happens, and eventually I'm gonna try and get all the endings in this game. So it won't really matter.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Huh.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Okay.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Right, last time I didn't get a chance, so I'm gonna go down the stairs. Alright, so now I walk down the stairs. And I'm gonna go in here.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk?
See, I'm a critical
All because
thinker.
he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment.
I already
for
passed
no
this
reason
car.
at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
Oh my gosh.
Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for
I
that matter,
passed the
these
car.
rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream.
It must be.
Oh, what a
This is
relief
weird.
Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Oh my gosh.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical star field, and it too appeared.
Oh, this is so cool!
So much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
That's so weird.
Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself?
Possibly.
Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
That is very true.
Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley.
But you're the voice!
He knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one.
This is such a cool game.
Let me wake up, he thought to himself.
This is such a cool game. I love it.
I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please. It's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything
I am not
will be
normal.
fine.
Nothing's ever fine. It's always weird.
I am okay.
It didn't work. Wait.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Okay.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What? But this is a story of a man named
Mariella
Stanley.
woke
That's
up
why
on
it's
a
called the
day
Stanley
like any
Parable.
other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
Oh my gosh, that's
Though she
me!
would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Wow. She should have called an ambulance. She really should have. Alright, that's how long I've been recording, everybody. I need to know, because if I don't know, then my computer will explode. And we don't want my computer to explode now, do we? Alright, so I'm assuming that we're restarting the story. The
all of his co-workers were gone.
The story
What could
was
it
like,
mean?
it got like really weird.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah, I've been through this like 8 times in my attempted Let's Play of
When
this.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Now I'm gonna try the other way.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yeah, it's what I wanted to do.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
Truly is.
Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Yep, and that means that I wait here with my 125 drinks. Truly beautiful. It's amazing.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
It is. It truly is worth it. It's worth it to me, and I love it. Every second of it.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Yeah, I'm gonna go now.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Nope. Now we're gonna continue on what I did.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
Right, so, you can just
Stanley,
walk
I
off
think
here
perhaps we've
and
gotten
die.
off on the wrong foot
Yeah, I'm gonna
here.
do that.
I'm not sure. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
I do, for one. I think that he's very powerful. I think that he is indeed a powerful person, and he can make choices, and that he matters in this world. So now I'm just gonna walk
Even
back.
now, Stanley's office was a distant memory.
Wait,
what did
wait.
it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting or a photo? He could no longer recall.
This is very different. I don't remember hearing that. Oh well.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the
Nah.
correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Nope.
Wow. Yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Fuck you. Sorry, I just cursed.
Stanley
Oh
was
no,
so
I'm
bad
so
at
bad.
following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
Well, actually, I mean, you
But
know, I
Stanley,
just want to
think
do
perhaps
my
we've
own
gotten
thing.
off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Yeah,
Someone
because it's
you've
only
been
about me.
neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Ooh, her.
This is
Ironic.
Stanley, your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting to.
Alright,
That's
so
her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
no, I'm pretty sure that this would trigger a whole other storyline, but because I'm so cunning, I
Stanley
unplugged
picked
it.
up the phone. A white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited one...
Psh,
Wait.
nah.
Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone?
Yes, I did.
No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly. I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation?
I didn't grasp
it. Well,
it.
I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Let's watch it.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, it can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice. He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third-world nations. Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house.
Oh,
Which choice would you make? Remember,
matching the
that
gas.
unlike
Oh, that's so
the real
messed up.
world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back sack and crack."
Oh my gosh, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back sack and crack. Oh, okay. Well, I love me my back sacks and cracks, so therefore I'm gonna let you do what you need to do. Okay, thank you.
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the
That guy's
best
an
part
idiot.
to a healthy decision-making process.
He's really dumb.
Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day.
I've made more than
Do you
8.
make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world,
I'll never
just
do
remember
that. I'm
that in
useless.
the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an
That's so
exercise to
sad.
test
I have
and
no
reinforce
meaning.
the material covered in this video.
You guys have meaning. You do. Don't take that for
Welcome
granted.
back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been.
Okay.
This way, please.
Alright. Alright, let's go. Let's go make some good choices. So we're gonna backtrack. Because we gotta take a back sack and crack, if I do remember correctly.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying.
No, we can't.
Imagine
But really quick, I need to do...
character dying
See how quick
senselessly
that was.
halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all.
No, it would not.
We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse.
I agree.
Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Well, you know what else isn't? My brain. Seriously, reality is the worst. If it was up to me, I'd just, like, get a mini fridge, pop it right next to my bed, sleep, eat, watch YouTube, play video games all day long. Seriously, I mean, I would not do anything else. Reality is horrible, it's scary, and there are bullies there.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
Alright, just to let you guys know, I can...
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alright, so I'm not sure, last time I went to the door on the right, and I want to make that because I want the choices to be as close to the last one as possible. So I'm not going to go through the left. If I go through the right...
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Yeah, so now the game's going to break. As you're going to see when I go into the office.
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work.
I think I made it
For
look
what?
better.
What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now.
No, it actually
and what am I
cost
supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it?
But I bought it for a
to know
deal,
that my
so I
story
got
is
it
now
for
incorrect? How can I go
$2.99.
back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever.
Okay.
Reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely?
No.
To willingly destroy all of my work?
If you do that, you're going to owe me $3.
What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do?
You just let me keep playing.
No, I have to.
Let me keep playing.
I have to shut the game down.
No, you don't.
I have to.
No.
I have to.
No, you don't. You don't have... You're shutting it down. I told you that you didn't have to. You really didn't, buddy. Oh, yay, he did. Thank you.
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You, who thought you were so clever.
I were so clever.
Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed.
Good.
It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground.
Nope, you have
What, did you think that
more
would be
games
funny?
now, like the beginner's
You just
guide.
had to see.
You know, here's a really
Didn't I
powerful
impress
experience.
upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He
I think
understands
this
that
is
if
an
I say to
improvement,
do
dude.
something, there's a damn good reason for it.
I think it looks a lot better,
That
actually.
thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child.
Actually, I'm a teenager.
Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right.
Oh, now I remember this.
When Stanley
If
came
I
to
go
a
through
set
the
of
right
two
door, then
open doors,
it restarts.
he entered the door on his left.
So, I need to enter the door on my left this time. Then just continue through.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of
I love this
disbelief,
sign. Just
Stanley
pause it and
decided to
read it.
go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Seriously, I love that. But it flashed too quickly to finish the whole thing. Yeah, you see,
Coming
now
to a
there
staircase,
isn't a
Stanley
stairwell,
walked
so
upstairs to his
I can't
boss's
go to
office.
Crazy Town. So I'm just gonna have to go to Mr. Boss's office. And his office is in here.
Stepping inside his manager's office,
Oh, by the way,
Stanley
this
was once
picture
again
here-
stunned to discover not an indication of any human
Well,
life.
it's the,
Shocked,
shortcut
unraveled,
for,
Stanley wondered
game.
in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Night Shark 115. Okay. Didn't work. I'll just let myself out, boss. A panda! A gun to
Stanley
his head.
spoke the code.
No!
Night
No,
Shark
the panda, it's gonna die.
115. He spoke
Mr.
it
Boss,
into
man,
the
how can you let
receiver,
that happen?
right
Burn
there
that
on
painting!
the wall.
Save the pandas! Save them! I'm useless without pandas.
I'm sorry, is
I
there
was
a
raised
problem?
by pandas.
You didn't mishear me, did you?
Oh.
Please speak the code into the receiver.
Shut up, dude.
Otherwise
The
we can't
panda's
get
gonna
on with
die.
the story. This is a crucial step.
I don't care. Nighty Shark 115. Save the panda right now.
Okay, fine. You're not going to do it. But you know what?
I tried.
It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward.
I'm trying to. I tried.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Let's see how Stanley reacts.
Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay?
See, Stanley's not doing
Stanley,
anything.
please.
I made more progress than Stan.
I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door.
Oh, by the way, this is not the end.
To me? Can you hear me?
It's not even close to the end.
Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important.
There's much more than
The
this.
story needs you. It
There
needs
is
you to make
much
a decision.
more. Ooh,
It
Kevin
cannot
Brighting,
exist
you're
without
cool.
you. Do you understand?
You're my friend.
Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something.
I think the narrator has...
This is more important
I think
than
Kevin
you ever know.
is not
I need this.
doing so well.
The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there?
I'm here,
Okay.
just not in my body.
It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
I bet he will. He's going to take way too much time, as a matter of fact. The end is never the end. Yeah, now we get into the weird part of the game, which is my favorite. Seriously, I love these weird games. The end is never the end. Never. Never ending, always eternal. The end is never the end. What? Last time I played, there wasn't papers all over the floor.
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were. Just a matter of time. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Screw that.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Yes.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Perhaps he did, but he probably didn't.
The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Right, so, you see, I can, and then...
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Oh, I didn't want that. I wanted to make a different choice. Oh well. I guess I'll just make all the choices that I made last time I played. Sorry, just my knuckles, they're always up on crack, so I always gotta crack them. I gotta take a back sack and crack. So sorry when I back sack and crack a lot.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track.
Yes.
So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left.
It probably is, but I'm really thirsty, so I'm gonna go get a drink and I'll be here. See, everybody, it was just a matter of seconds. Okay, so let's go through the door on the left.
Oh, no. No, it's to the right. My mistake.
Never mind, let's go to curtain number 2.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Okay. Be positive. Door number 3 for the win. Well, it hasn't closed on me, so it must be. Ooh, this place is weird.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes.
Is this how many rooms are going to be in the game?
Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay. From the top.
Nice. It's restarting again. For the bajillionth time. Oh yay, well there isn't paper scattered
All of his
everywhere.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
It could mean that
Stanley
you've
decided to
done
go
all
to
this.
the meeting room.
It could
Perhaps
mean
he had
that.
simply missed a memo.
Perhaps. You've said this like 5 times already.
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh.
Weird.
Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we
No,
were back in
I
that
swear,
room with all the
promise.
monitors?
I didn't do
Did
anything.
you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay,
Are we
then.
gonna thirst for
It's
it?
an adventure. Come,
Ooh,
Stanley.
it is.
Let's
Alright,
find
let's go
the story.
through this one. Because there's a project tour. Oh wait, those are windows. They're just really bright. They were brighter. They're almost as bright as my future. Wait. Inner guilt. Everyone knows what you did, and they're just holding back to let you torture yourself. Oh! What did I did? I don't know what I did. Did I kill a man?
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise
I was
you
entertained.
there
I enjoyed
definitely
the company.
was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
No.
Well, I find it
okay,
unlikely
we'll
that we'll ever
find it.
progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
No. Aww. The end is never the end. Yep, let's restart, say your dialogue.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Well, this is a pretty tedious
Okay,
game.
yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong.
Well, at
It's
least that
possible
part.
the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Okay. Let's do that. Sounds like a good idea. Oh wait, there's a coffee spiel. That could be something. Wait, now I'm gonna see how long I've been recording. I should have done that when I got the
I
link.
knew we'd missed something. The story. Here it comes.
Oh wait, I'm gonna have to make another segment yet again.
No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
I agree. We're gonna be yes, I was. Oh wait, no. I thought that we were just gonna be walking in a circle.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story?
Doesn't seem like
I
the
don't
story.
think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley?
Honestly, I don't.
Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it
I
really
did.
paid off.
I
So,
truly did.
good job.
Thank you, Kevin.
Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all.
I worked-
We both
I-
know
I
you didn't
worked
put
hard.
in any
I
actual
did this
work for
fair and
that
square,
win.
bro.
Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations.
But I did. I just said.
Okay?
I just told you I
I'm
did.
getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Okay. Fine. Take me to the place again. I'm ready for it. But there is a yellow line. Okay. Alright, I completely forgot what we were doing.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to
Thanks
make
for
sure we
interrupting
don't
me.
get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Yeah, well, before you so rudely interrupted me, I was going to say that, I saw Back to the Future 2, and I saw Back to the Future 1 last night, and, been like, 3 family movie nights. And tomorrow we're gonna go see The Mockingjay in theaters, and I'm really excited. It's the second part.
You
I'm
see,
super excited
the
for it.
line knows where the story is. It's
Yeah, it
over
does.
in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny.
Okay, to Destiny. I
here's a
agree,
thought.
Kevin.
Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the
that's a
story
weird
of
line.
no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being
blood.
by the very manifestation of the nature of
it's
life
just
itself?
question marks, never mind. Make
Hang
up a
on.
giant one.
That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that.
That's fine, Kevin.
You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
You can't stop my jamming. Oh, I'm jamming so good right now. Oh, it's too bad that I don't have a camera. Then you guys can see. Oh, my great jamming. Oh, yeah, jam. Oh, jamming all day long. Oh, jam.
Cut the music, go back and look at that fern.
Okay.
Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story.
Alright.
Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
No, I will not. My voice sounds weird now. But I'm just gonna go with it.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Whoa! This is my office. Whoa, weird. Whoa. Whoa. So I suppose that I'm gonna refollow the line? Or will it leave me here again?
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Well, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Yeah, my Son Jacksepticeye's playthrough of the Beginner's Guide. This reminds me a lot like it. I mean, it's just has lots of similarities to it. Okay, now we're back to where I was before my
You know
recording
what,
broke.
Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh,
I
this
agree,
all
Kevin.
sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
I agree. Thanks for opening the door, Kev.
Now,
You're a good friend.
yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story
is
to
a
be?
square.
Go wild.
We're literally
Use your
walking in
imagination.
circles. Oh, wait,
Whatever it
what?
might be, Stanley, I'm
Whoa,
ready for it.
But how would... Okay, I'm gonna try and backtrack. Will it take me to the same place? No, it's gone now. Wow, that's so weird. Okay, so now I'm gonna try again. Maybe it's gonna appear. Nope. Oh, wait. Oh, and now we're back there. I don't know how this works, but I'm so intrigued by it. It's like an... It seems like a genuine hallway because, I mean, it goes back to the place that you started. And it has an exit as well. Oh, that's so trippy. Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms.
I agree.
Just don't acknowledge it. We should be fine.
I won't. Not gonna acknowledge it, even though it's going up there and that looks very interesting. Where is this?
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute.
Okay.
Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Oh, we can't go through the left door, okay.
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it.
Well, yeah, but we have to progress the story.
And the timer
Captain, we need to restart the game.
Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
We won't know. We'll just be here forever, then you'll restart.
So, okay.
I'll just sit in the corner and think about my life.
I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination.
Clock stopped.
So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually.
It stopped.
Well, in the meantime...
That scared me. Well, it turns out that we're getting the confusing ending no matter what. So, it wasn't restarted by him, but he's gonna forget all the previous resets and stuff. He didn't have a choice in that matter, I guess. It's very strange, and the beeps made me want to pee. I bet this game's gonna take a dark turn, isn't it?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it
not
mean?
this again.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Perhaps.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yes, he did.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Oh, very
Feeling
strange.
a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping, coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Yeah, I mean, there I'm gonna die, so I should probably just head up here. Boss man! Boss man!
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked,
Are you
unraveled,
sure?
Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Yes, he could.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Strange. Right, so I have choices. Anything over here? No, so I'm gonna press the button to go down. Stanley. I'm Stanbo. I'm Stanbo, the gunslinging maniac. Ain't nobody messing with Stanbo. Except maybe this loading screen. Oh whoa, I realized that it said
Descending deeper into the
that it
building,
changed the end is never the
Stanley
end.
realized he felt a bit peculiar.
I
It
feel
was a
fine.
stirring
Just
of
a bit hungry.
emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large
Whoa.
door that read Mind Control Facility.
No. This is an escape.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Awesome. Awesome?
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
He did, but I want to see
At
his
this
violent
point,
death.
Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Take me out. Beam me up, Scotty. Oh, okay. Well, that did not advance the storyline in any way. I thought that there would be like some jump scary guy that stabbed me in the butt, and then... Oh, what?
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Alright, bye. What?
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated, as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him
You're not
instantly.
the narrator. You're not Kevin. Wait.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Ooh, whiteness. Pretty.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same.
No. Oh,
Do you
it's
see
my
now?
office.
Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Huh. Oh, this is so weird. Corridor. You guys can pause and read this. I'm not going to talk. I'm going to finish reading this. This is so weird. What the heck? Okay, so that's my office. What the heck? Ooh, sounds. Huh. It's a weird area. Filing cabinets. Office computers. Oh, that's poker. Something. Here's the credits. You can pause and read that. Boss's office. weird. This is all very weird. Seriously, none of this is normal. Huh. Narration outtakes. Yep, Kevin Bryden, the voice of the narrator, recorded dialogue for the entire gameplay roughly 3 separate times over 2 years of development. These are clips from early takes that were not used in the final game. Where? Do I click on the chairs? Huh. Is this the end? Did I beat it? I should have went to the mind control station. Oh well, let's keep looking at the museum. Freedom ending was the first. Okay. Huh, freedom ending. This is all very strange. Alright, so I need to remember something about a fern. I know that. What is all this? Right, over the course of game's development, let's watch it. Okay, I've lost interest. I'm just gonna keep walking through these halls and hopefully there will be an end to the game. This is actually it. Is this actually it? This better not be it, man. Okay, I've walked in a circle. Why is there a war zone? Fighting aliens? No. No. All this is weird. All this is wrong. This game needs to have an end. This is all wrong. There needs to be an end to this game. This can't be the end. Seriously, this is too boring to be an ending. There has to be an exit, then we'll get to the game, right? I better be right. Oh, yep, there's the exit.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
So, do I turn the Stanley Parable off? Oh.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another?
I can't. I don't know who they are.
Perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Especially when you can't see.
But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose. Don't let time choose.
Whoa. This game's weird. It's powerful. It's weirdly powerful, and it's powerfully weird. Anything else? Huh. Alright, I'm just gonna go through all the endings that I did not do.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Hopefully, it's not gonna lead and, like, branch off into, like, 20 other endings.
When Stanley came to a set of two open, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
The end is
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope, I'm in it for a different ending. I'm gonna answer that telephone.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
It is.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten.
Should I hop onto this?
What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that they want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful.
I don't care.
Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
How?
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Alright, I trust you.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Black Door of Death? Oh, it's loading. Yeah, I found a whole nother storyline. Gosh, so many endings. Oh, so many endings. I don't understand this game.
What do we want? What are we looking for?
Alright, well, after I find an ending to this, I'm just gonna end it, and you guys can get the game, discover everything for yourself. I'm probably going to do the same.
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
Did I fall in his face? Nope. Can't walk off the edge. Sorry, bud, but I'm gonna take away your happiness.
No, wait. Where are you going? Oh, no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
It's a risk I'm gonna have to take, man. More endings. That's all I'm looking for.
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
I'm sorry, dude.
No! Oh, thank God. You lived. You had me worried there for a moment. Now, can we please get back to the other room?
Fine.
There. See? This is what you want. This is where we can both be happy. We really can. If we stop moving, we just have to stop moving.
But moving is so fun. But only in video games. No storyline progression? Oh wait, everything's getting darker. That must mean that there will be storyline progressing. Oh, it's just changing colors, never mind.
Stanley, go back. There's nothing good that can come from this.
Yeah, but there's nothing bad that can come from it either.
No, what do you just not believe me? What can I say to convince you?
I just want storyline, man.
Stanley? My God. Is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You were literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
No, you're not, man. I just want more storyline.
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. I guess that was too much to ask.
Well, I mean, dude,
I
I
like you
enjoy your
wanted to
company,
make a choice
but I want
after
more
all.
storyline.
Well, this one is yours. Is it
Okay.
over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Well, oh gosh, this game, it's weird. There's multiple endings. I don't really understand any of it. Well, I really like this game. I think that it's really fun. It's really weird. It's really mind-blowing. Must have taken forever to do. Like, I mean, oh yeah, it was in 2 years of development. Dang, that's insane. Just to have so many endings. I mean, I can see why it's worth $14. I can really see why. So, I guess that's it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys liked this video, please do consider liking and subscribing to my channel. That would be so greatly appreciated. And, yeah, that's it for now, you guys. So, I will see you in the next video.